MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of the series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Mike Clevenger will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Mike Clevenger, big, tall, skinny guy, 6'4", about 215 pounds. 3-pitch mix, not overpowering, good slider that's anywhere from 86 to 88 miles an hour. His fastball in the low to mid 90s, needs the changeup, not a strikeout type pitcher. If Clevenger is on, you'll see a lot of ground balls early on.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up Aldeed.
Standing in, Dan Meyer. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Dan Meyer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jorge Polanco. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Jose Barrios is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on. Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power, but he doesn't get enough credit for his defense.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Yandy Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner. A fastball that just misses inside.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
2-1.
Strike, the count.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Grounded back up the middle. Polanco ranges to his left. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. Two and one to the Red Sox first baseman.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hosmer in front now at 3-1 count.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Eric Hosmer. His first homer here in the series. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Another 0-2 home. Big swing by Schoop now, and a ball traveling well to left field. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. So it's a 2-run homer for Jonathan Schoop. His first homer so far in the series, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Well, that's the second home run of the inning, and their lead grows bigger. It's like a runaway train on a downhill slope right now. And the other guys are trying to throw twigs in the spokes to stop it.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Jake McGee, a southpaw, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Jake McGee. The batter, number 3, designated hitter.
Standing in now, Scooter Jeanette. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
He pulls this one into right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Boy, that double was an absolute missile.
Yeah, Matt, you can't fault the outfielder too much either. The line drive was hit right at him, and I think it took a minute to gauge where it was going. So I think he misjudged it a bit. The end result, the ball gets down, and the hitter is standing at second base with a solid double.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. His individual history against Jake McGee. He has a 3 for 12 line. The 1-0 delivery. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
3 runs already home here. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Duvall moving in. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go to the 7th now in game 2. Leading off the inning, Steven Montalvo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
No balls and a strike to count. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Dickerson, and it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here to left, his first homer here in the series, and the Twins are on the board now. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out.
Your attention, please. Now
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
You like the modern style of baseball, here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
The 1-0. And there's a base hit on the line.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up, middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here's Brian Dozier now. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. To short. He'll go to Stope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. But the Twins at least do get one back on this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Twins 1. Addison Reed gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys.
And that will end up a foul ball. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox, and it's still 3-1. Tony Zitch has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55, Tony Zitch.
Registering at 93 that time. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there. Keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Stepping in now, Dan Meyer, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Nobody out. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
From the stretch. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. There's one.
No, he's in there.
So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, Met, credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
Ready once again, Jorge Polanco. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's there. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Steven Montalvo comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and 1 strike. Popped him up. Diaz is there. And that retires the side. Twins get a run on 2 hits. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Boston's out in front 3-2. Some of the hustle and bustle from historic Boston, Mass, as we're set for the remainder of this one from Fenway. Albert Perez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
1 and 2.
Perez is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. With the 0-2. This is line to left. Dickerson is there, and there are two men gone now.
The left fielder, number 23, Adam Duvall.
Ready for another chance? Adam Duvall, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And this one gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
Punched hard the other way, and that is into right field, a base hit. And they will hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Lloyd Anders will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 25, Lloyd Anders.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Struck him out. So a great job of working out of certain dangers and strands the possible tying and winning runs on base, and the ball game is over.
Well, never a dull moment in this one, especially in the 9th inning, as the tying run is stranded on third and the winning run is left on second. Anybody's game until the very last pitch. Now I can finally breathe a little bit.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair, as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player in the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
To finish in tonight's game. The Boston Red Sox earn the win and move on to 2-0 in the division series. Mike Clevenger earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Play ball.